Hello, and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily show where we talk to you about one cool thing that we've been testing out here in PC Labs. I'm Tom Brandt, this is Will Greenwald. Today for you we have got the UE Megablast, which is from
Ultimate Ears.
Which is from Ultimate Ears. And we are eager to show you all about this waterproof speaker that has Amazon Alexa built in. Before we do that though, we want to let you know that you can ask us your questions about this speaker or really anything else. Put them in the comments. We will try to address them on the show. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, definitely subscribe so you're notified the next time we have a One Cool Thing, and then come back on Facebook and ask us your questions there. So a waterproof speaker with Alexa enabled.
Yep.
Those two things are great, which we should talk about. But really, what we should start talking about is the sound quality. This is a speaker, right? How does it sound?
Well, it sounds pretty good. This is a big speaker for what it is for a portable speaker. This is larger than the Echo, the UE Boom, which is a smaller speaker, same shape. It's kind of like the UE Megaboom, which is a Bluetooth-only version of this. It basically takes the Ultimate Ears Boom series and Blast adds Alexa to it. So Wi-Fi connectivity, voice assistant, all those things. So I can just say, Alexa, what's the weather tomorrow? Maybe.
Oh, you have to say Alexa. Yeah, you gotta slow it down.
Alexa, what's the weather tomorrow?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in New York. Look for cold temperatures with a high of 12 and a low of 2.
Wow.
So
this
yeah,
is the main draw.
Yeah, so if you don't have an Alexa-enabled device already, and you want something that's waterproof that you can carry with you, this is a much better idea than buying an Echo or an Echo Dot or
There's the Amazon
like
Tap, which is much smaller, but the point is you're spending extra for the size and power, because this can really fill a room with music, while the Echo, the original Boom, the Blast, the smaller version, Google Home, they can't.
Now you
so
say
it's the power on here.
You say spending extra. How much are we talking about?
This is $300, $299.
So that's the kind of a big investment for a portable speaker. Although I will say, I mean, there are plenty of other ones out there around that price range, right?
Yeah, it's pretty normal when you get something like this big or bigger. The Google Max Home is that 400?
I believe so, and then I'm not sure exactly, but then we have the upcoming Apple smart speaker, which is.
And we are testing the Jbl Link 300, which is a Google Assistant speaker, and that's $250. It doesn't even have a battery; it's just a big speaker you plug in, like the Google Home Max. But it's portable, so as long as you have Wi-Fi and an internet connection, so you can tether this to your phone maybe, you can have Alexa anywhere you go.
Now, even if you don't have Wi-Fi though, you can still use Bluetooth to stream your music from your phone or other device, and you won't have Alexa, but you'll have the audio.
It's a totally functional Bluetooth speaker.
So we actually did test this speaker in the shower. And we've through any manner of water, things like that.
It's IPX7 waterproof. You can submerge it under like a meter of water for up to 30 minutes. So it can handle any wetness you throw at it.
And while it's wet, obviously you do have these giant buttons here to control the volume. So if for some reason you're in a loud environment and you can't control it with your voice, the giant buttons here, which kind of look like a cross almost, which is a bit unfortunate, but there's a little tiny gap here between the plus and the minus audio buttons. But they work pretty
Ultimate
well.
Ears signature. So the Boom and the Blast and the Mega Boom, like all these cylindrical speakers have these big plus and minuses. It's sort of the signature design element.
So this is the Ultimate Ears Mega Blast.
Yeah.
And looks like we have a question.
Can you connect it to other speakers?
As much as you can with any other Alexa-enabled speaker. So like if you have Echoes in the room, you can send stuff working together. But it isn't really as cohesive as the multi-room setups you can use with Google Home, Google Assistant speakers, and anything with Google Cast. So it's you can, however, pair this with another Mega Blast, get like a stereo thing going. So it's pretty good, but it isn't meant for as much a multi-room setup.
Now, our editor's choice in this category, I believe, is the Sonos One, right? Yep. Now, Sonos is known for their multi-room audio things. Does that have that capability?
Yeah, that's actually what Sonos is all about. Sonos, it doesn't even have Bluetooth, it's just the multi-room, so you can have multiple speakers in the Sonos system if you have the Sonos One. And I think in the upcoming year, you can probably expect more Sonos speakers like the Play 3 and Play 5. They might have Alexa versions in the future. We haven't heard anything specific, but it seems natural since they changed the Play 1 to the One and added Alexa to it.
Now, what's the price difference between the Sonos One and this thing?
The Sonos One is $200. It is not as powerful as this, but it does sound a bit better. Sonos has sort of a more balanced audio signature. And it's not portable, it's not rugged, it's not really meant to be taken anywhere like this can.
Now, one of the obviously the great things about this is the Alexa capability, but as you just saw, if you were listening to the whole show, we had a bit of trouble activating it initially. Have you experienced that where it doesn't respond initially, or is that a one-off thing?
Not really. It's more dependent on sort of the ambient noise we have right now. That's kind of an issue, and just sort of Wi-Fi issues we've been dealing with all week. So we can't really say it's an issue with the speaker itself. In our testing, and we have a test room where we can use it in a bit more quiet space. It works pretty much as you'd expect. It works well.
Yeah.
Alexa doesn't have these sort of advanced features that Google Assistant has of identifying different users, multiple users with your voice, and when you have more than one speaker, that's Google Assistant enabled in the same room. If you talk, the closest one will respond. That isn't on Alexa yet. Maybe Amazon will add it in the future, but for now, this is a bit simpler compared to Google Assistant.
See, what I would love is something like this, but one that lets you choose between having Google Assistant answer your queries or Amazon Alexa answer your queries. That, it sounds like, these companies are kind of very competitive. That sounds like it probably won't happen anytime soon.
We're actually probably going to be seeing some version of that in the coming year. Sonos actually basically said they plan for the Sonos One to have the option of Google Assistant, but how that's going to be implemented compared with it using Alexa isn't clear, and we're probably going to see some other speakers that use more than one voice assistant. It's just how they're going to be able to do that is a technical side we don't know that they figured out yet.
Right, and one of the things that Amazon is doing is they're giving their microphone designs to manufacturers and saying, here's the microphone design that we use in the Echo. You can use this too in order to get a better voice recognition for Alexa.
Yep.
Probably doesn't work for Google Assistant. So those
But Google has their own thing.
And
so.
Google has their own thing. So, but anyway, that would be great. That's obviously not something that we have currently, but maybe down the road we'll see that. Now, so we talked about audio quality. We talked about the Amazon Alexa. What about battery on this thing?
This can last up to 16 hours. Depends on how loud it is, whether you stream audio over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. There are a bunch of factors that can erode battery life down, but Ultimeteer says 16 hours, and that's pretty good for a speaker this size.
Yeah, I have to say, I have an older Bose SoundLink Mini. That thing lasts for at most 3 hours without being charged. So, but it's also much smaller.
Yeah.
So the size of the device makes a difference in terms of battery life. Now, what about? I'm assuming they have a smartphone app for this. How does that work?
It's just the Ultimeteers app. It's the same thing that UE uses for the UE Boom speakers, the Wonder Boom, the Roll, like any of their wireless speakers. So you can set them up easily, do stereo pairs if it supports it. And that's the app through which you set up Alexa. You also need Alexa on your phone so you can get everything signed in. But it's pretty seamless getting it to work.
So you need both the UE app as well as the Alexa app if you're going to be using that voice assistant.
Right.
Okay. So now in terms of connectivity, it looks like on the bottom here we have this flap which you can pull out. What kind of ports do we have? We just have a charging port?
Yeah, it's just micro USB for charging. There's no wired connection. It's just Bluetooth or Wi-Fi.
And what about accessories, docks, cases, things like that?
Ultimeteers does offer a dock called the Power Up, which is a $40 white disc that you unscrew this D-ring on the bottom and you replace it with another one that's chrome and has an indentation, and it just makes it into like a dock so you can put it in and charge it instead of having to plug it in. It's nice because otherwise you actually need to turn this on its side to charge it. You can't charge it flat. But it's optional. It isn't included, but it is a nice option if you want to be able to just keep something mounted, like on a table, always charged until you pick it up.
And what sort of color options are we talking about?
I believe it comes in black, white, blue, and gray, although Ultimeteers does do a lot of alternate colors and styles for their boom speakers, so we're probably going to see the same thing for the Blast speakers in the future, so there'll probably be some variants.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, when you look at this device right now, it really kind of looks like an Echo or like the first generation Echo. It's fairly conservative styling with other than the volume buttons, and it's got the the black or dark gray grille. So if you want some, you might want to look at other color options if you've already got speakers.
Yeah, they have some other ones that pop out more, but this is the black one that we tested.
Okay, do we have any other questions? Looks like we're all good. So the Ultimate Ears UE Megablast.
Yep.
It is a great waterproof speaker. Many people will probably want to check out the Sonos One though, right?
Yeah, it depends on how you want to use it. But either way, we reviewed both of them on PC Mag. This got 4 stars, but the Sonos One's still our editor's choice. This is $300. You can check out our review right now. And next week, I don't believe we're going to be having one cool thing because we will be in Las Vegas for CES.
Right. This is a special time of year. Speakers and many other consumer electronics will be coming to you from Las Vegas. Be sure to check out our Facebook page, though. We will be having occasional live streams, and we'll definitely be trying to share with you all of the wonderfulness or awfulness that is to come from the world's largest consumer electronics show.
We're getting ready.
Thanks very much for watching One Cool Thing. Like we said, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.